Hi, we are exchange students from Sweden, and I am Eileen.
And I am Zigmund.
And we are about to interview Oliver Kinzonzi.
And he's running for president in the University of London, East London.
Here we are.
Here we are, baby.
So,
Hi, my name is Oliver Kinzonzi. I'm the presidential candidate for the University of East London Student Union. Yeah, and I'll be talking to ladies just regarding their experience at university.
Okay, if you become elected, what is the biggest change you're going to do?
The biggest change I would want to work towards is, providing a change meaning giving the students a voice. And that's something that a lot of students felt hasn't been happening, because since semester A right now, very few things have happened. People are crying out for certain things to happen and they're not happening. So the way I would do that is by simply on my first day of work, coming in, getting a big market research company to conduct questionnaires to find out exactly what the preferences of the students actually are. And once they find out those preferences, I collect that data, and when the students do come back from summer holidays, I let them know that, look, from the research we've done, these are our findings in terms of the things that you like, and this is how we plan to proceed. Just to let them know, that way, they know that that's something that they've asked for, and you are truly giving them a voice. That way.
could you give me an example of what is that the students want to?
Okay. For instance, the gym.
Yeah.
A lot of students have come to me, because I can't, come across as a candidate that says, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Simply because I don't know what the students want. I've been walking around talking to students, and I've had a proportion of students that complain about the gym facilities, which are at the end of the library. Because when it's cold, because it's outside, when it's cold, you can't train or anything like that.
No.
So they are crying out for a new gym to be built. So that's something that I would obviously bring into consideration. Obviously, you've got to look at how many students want that. You've got to look at just one student wants it and 21,000 don't, then obviously you have to be, rational. But it's been there for about 2 years and it's not been changed, and people have been complaining about this for a while. So that's just one example of one of the issues that I'm going to definitely try and tackle.
So why is this so important to you?
It's really important to me simply because I feel as though I belong to London. I grew up here. I went to primary school here, secondary school. Even though I was born abroad, I came since very little, and I feel very attached to this area. I've seen this area grow from nothing to something, and now the area is going in a direction with the regeneration of the Olympic Games. And as the official university for the borough, I want us to sort of have more weight. If you see what I mean,
Yeah.
For things not to be the way they are, because if people are going out talking about the experiences of UEL, saying that, oh, it's not good, it's not going to look good when people see that as the university that's closest to the Olympic game. So that's why this is very important to me. I might have relatives that might come study here in the future, or people that I know as friends. I really, really want for the things to change in this university.
Okay. As a student here, there's not many activities to do, and the student bar is closed. And how do you feel about that?
As far as Aqua East, it's a very debatable issue. I have a very good friend of mine, Sharma, who felt very strongly about closing the bar down because he was making a loss, and she felt as though you couldn't waste university resources, which I agree. I'm totally against making losses. But then I asked myself, okay, what kind of nights were they running there before they closed it? Because I'm sure a bar can make more than £84,000 a year. They're talking about how much money it costs to run, how much money it's losing, but you're not talking about how much money it's making. I think there needs to be more transparency. Things need to be more clear. You can't, just give sort of like one picture. No, even though it's a very important point, but before you make decisions like that, just try and give students all angles. And as far as people having things to do, as far as foreign exchange students, the biggest way that I met students in this university was through clubs and societies. That's if people get together from different classes and want to do an activity based around global warming, for example, climate change. Because so many people are into the environment, if you do a conference on that, you're going to meet a lot of people, and a lot of people will come to support that. The trouble is, and one thing I will try to do is that with the club and societies, there's only one lady that handles, the registering and every aspect of the activities. Now you can imagine one woman, lovely as she is, Jax, she's great, love you. But it's too much. The job is too much for her, and I want to give her more support, because I know that if I give her that support, it will facilitate the process of the activities, and you'll see the university will transform. People will know each other. People won't be as quick to go home after class and say, "Wait a minute, let me meet with my group and talk about activities and stuff like that." So that is definitely one of my priorities, and it's in my manifesto as well, and it's available on the Facebook group, and it's also available on the official UEL website.
What do you expect from the students? What do you want them to do?
As a student myself, I really would like, all my fellow students to be realistic. Just to understand that, I can't make miracles. I can't bring you the moon, or anything like that. I only do what's within the role of, the president of the University of East London, because we all know that it's very, very easy to criticize people. People criticize Gordon Brown all the time. People, used to criticize George Bush, but George Bush we can understand. But Gordon Brown, you're talking about someone that managed the economy for 10 years. And if you're going to criticize him, then, at least make sure that it's something that that is generally done wrong. I know that for going into this, that I am going to do the absolute best I can. I will always communicate with the students on a monthly basis, not annually, like we have the AGM. I'm going to try and do something like that monthly, so that when you are, as soon as if you communicate with people, there's an understanding. You understand each other, and then they know that you're doing a good job, so there won't be that form of criticism. So the only thing I will recommend is that please, let's all be realistic, and let's not be quick to judge.
Okay, good. We need someone like you to make our time here as good as possible. So I wish you good luck and
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.